Americans are suffering. People's lives are harder, not easier. Biden and the people around him are so out of touch with reality, they're living in a fantasy land where if they say things are fine, the media is just going to repeat it and they can go back to bed. But the media isn't repeating Biden's lies as much as they used to.
Violent crime is up. Murder is way up, almost 30%.
Supply chain gridlock and its growing economic toll.
250,000 shipping containers remain stuck at sea. You're seeing food and gas prices skyrocket.
Chaos at airports nationwide. Southwest Airlines forced to cancel nearly 2,000 flights. The nightmare before Halloween. Major shortages on everything from costumes to candy.
Biden said months ago, inflation's just going to go away. Don't worry about it.
Right now, our experts believe, the major independent forecasters agree as well, that these bottlenecks and price spikes will reduce as our economy continues to heal.
But they're getting worse. Prices are up on everything: food, furniture, especially gas. Americans have had enough.
It's too hard, man. It's like a whole day's check almost is going in gas, you know? It's not worth it.
It's kind of one of those things, you know, that if you're traveling, you know, you need. It's kind of like a necessity, just like water.
I'm doing construction in the city. I fill up my truck almost every day. $80 this morning, now another $60 here.
Joe Biden's ruining the country. We're paying $5.39 for super in my car. Every time I fill it up, when Trump was in office, it was about, I want to say $45 to $50. Now on empty, it takes me about $120 to fill up the car. It's ridiculous. It's breaking everybody's banks.
But some outlets are debasing themselves to protect the president. Here's the Washington Post, probably the worst paper in America, probably on the White House payroll. You ready? America needs higher, longer-lasting inflation. They hate the people of this country. That's clear. Christmas is going to be a mess because people can't get presents. U.S. ports are gridlocked. In L.A. and Long Beach, ports are massively backlogged. All of the products we have, made in China nowadays. We have to rely on them for everything, so when everything is made in China, it takes forever for the products to get here. Biden and his buddies put the factories there, and now we're crunched. This is expected to last past the end of the year. Across the country, hundreds and hundreds of cargo ships just waiting to drop off their items. Not enough truck drivers to drive the product to market either. And you know why this is happening?
We're at this point because the unemployment rate has come down and been cut in half, because people are buying more goods, because people are traveling, and because demand is up, and because the economy is turning back on.
Don't you get it? Nothing is working because the Biden economy is so great. That's their talking point. Just like Afghanistan, nothing but a success. High prices and empty shelves, that's a sign of progress. But that's not what Biden thought when Trump was in charge.
We don't have a food shortage problem. We have a leadership problem.
Oh.
We have plenty of food.
Don't you rubes get it? Nothing to do with the free Biden bucks and the mandates causing labor shortages. Americans are getting fired, quitting, and companies can't hire anybody. But Biden blamed you instead.
If the private sector doesn't step up, we're going to call them out and ask them to act. Because our goal is not only to get through this immediate bottleneck, but to address the long-standing weaknesses in our transportation supply chain that this pandemic has exposed.
It's all our fault. Just like he blames the police, the Border Patrol, or the people he left behind in Afghanistan. The buck doesn't stop at Biden, that's for sure. And we can't fly either. Southwest Airlines seeing thousands of flights delayed or canceled since last weekend, and they expect it to last through the holidays. Pilots and staff are protesting Biden's vax mandate. And the Southwest CEO said he doesn't even want to do the mandate, but he has to because the president forced his hand. Biden's doing absolutely nothing to stop the crime wave. And now in places like Seattle and L.A., a huge portion of police officers could very well get laid off for refusing the vax mandate. That's not going to keep Americans safe. And while the problems continue to pile up like crazy, VP Kamala Harris has been up to basically nothing but this, a NASA space video with kids to try to make herself look relatable.
To think about so much that's out there that we still have to learn, Like, I love that. I love that. And so I'm very excited about the Space Council. You're going to literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes.
Oh, my goodness.
With your own eyes. I'm telling you, it is going to be unbelievable.
Those weren't real kids. Those were hired child actors. The company was Canadian. She didn't even use an American company. And the company is called Sinking Ship Productions. You can't make this stuff up. Telling your children you couldn't get the one special present they put on their Christmas list under the tree on time. The pain when you look at the receipt after filling up your gas tank. The agony of being stranded in an airport after another canceled flight. Biden doesn't care. He's not even doing anything to show he cares like a low-grade politician would. The Biden administration's checked out. They lost the room, creating a distance bigger than ever before between the American people and the presidency. Fake White House sets, paid actors.